What is going on, Orlando Magic fans? My blood is still boiling right now. Welcome to the Postgame Live, brought to you by the Six Man Show. I am your host for the night. Some of you know me as Matty World Peace. You guys can call me Matty if you are unfamiliar. The Magic lose yet another one. It's now 3 games in a row. They fall to the Joel Embiidless and Paul Georgeless and Jared McCainless Philadelphia 76ers, 136-124. Well, guys, for those of you that tuned in to the post-game live that I hosted during the preseason, it was a very different outcome against the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, that's where our good times stopped. Unfortunately, we are back. We are back in the losing business, and we are back in the not looking fun business. I'm getting last year vibes, and this was not supposed to feel this way at all. Not one bit. We cannot hit a free throw to save our lives. We still cannot shoot three-pointers to save our lives. Our bigs are getting absolutely cooked by Adem Bona and Andre Drummond the entire game. I just watched Adem Bona turn into prime Dikembe Mutombo. The energy was disgusting tonight. The body language through the first 2 quarters, absolutely abysmal. I had a coronary in the second quarter. And then the Magic had the audacity to draw us all back in. That AB heave to end the third, you can feel a little bit of a momentum shift, and the Magic caught back up, and they made it a 4-point game. And then you know what they did? They did what they do. And they got right back out of the game, and Tyrese Maxey ended with 41, 43 points. He went on a 10-0 run by himself to end the fourth quarter and ice out the game. You guys, I'm trying to keep it as PG as I can. My blood is still boiling, and I hope yours is too. But guys, I am hitting the panic button this early in the season. The expectations were way too high. We expected way more than this. But thank you all for tuning in to the post-game live presented by Thrivent. It is sponsored by Marc.Abraham. He is a financial advisor with Thrivent, and he is also a die-hard Magic fan and also a season ticket holder in Section 118. I know he's not happy right now either. Mark specializes in retirement planning and budgeting, saving, debt elimination, and so much more. Guys, as someone that is also in the financial industry, I will say that you guys, if you don't plan, what is the Ben Franklin quote? If you don't plan, you're planning to fail. So call somebody, and Mark is your guy to call. If you're looking to be wise with your money and you want someone to help you on that journey, give Mark a call at 407-366-4364. Or if you guys like to read, check the bio. Information's in there and his email address as well. Big shout out to Mark and Thrivent for sponsoring the show. Guys, I want to hear from you because I need a vent, man. I want to hear it. So let's go over to the chat. Let's see what you guys have to say. We got some super chats rolling in. Starting us off here with, we got Spirit Wolf. Thank you for the super chat. He says, well, doesn't this absolutely stink? It's worse than just stink, my friend. This is awful. This is not the feeling that I wanted to feel 4 games into the season. The Magic were going into the game as an 11th seed against the 2 seed Philadelphia 76ers. Now, I know the season started off crazy. Teams are at the top of the standings that probably shouldn't and won't end up being there. But the Magic going in as an 11th seed, we're going to check the standings later to see where we fell to today. Thank you for the super chat, Spirit Wolf. I did see another one roll in here, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to move over to Dominic Henry says, this team is unwatchable like watching FSU football. I don't watch FSU football, but from what I hear, I'm glad I don't. Unfortunately, I do watch Magic basketball, and I put myself through this pain, just like all of us. And that's how I know you guys are Magic maniacs, because through win, through loss, we are here supporting our team, even though they want to make me pull my hair out. All right, let's go a little bit up in the chat. I want to see your guys' reaction through the game while we were going through the motions of just, hoping the game would end. Kevin says, I really hope we go 0-4 on this road trip. Weltman needs a wake-up call. Unfortunately, where we're at right now, the wake up call is just gonna come from us, man. We gotta answer the call, man. We gotta make the calls because there's nothing we can really do at all at this current moment. We've kind of cashed in our chips. The team just has to figure it out. Now, to me, the pacing is throwing everybody off. Paulo is having a rough start again. He ended with 32 points tonight. He kept attacking the rim, which is what we need to see when the shots are not falling. Attack the basket. Now, also, what was terrible yet again was the officiating tonight. I hate to complain about officiating. I kind of just write that off as it's going to be terrible every night. But everything just at one time, guys, is what it is. Another Kevin. Man, the Kevins are out tonight, man. Said, I need Sith Kevin. Well, unfortunately, we did not get Emperor Palpatine tonight, but Darth Maul is here to do his bidding. So I will give you my best Darth Maddie here, best I can. I'm going to scroll down here, get a little bit closer towards, where we are right now. This is something that's interesting. Ever since Prunty came in and is an offensive mind, we lost our defense. Now, the defense was going to take a step back with the pacing, right? The Magic were going in as the sixth, I believe it's the sixth defensive rated team tonight going into the game. So I expected the defense to take a hit, but it's not there. And it's worse than just the defense is gone, and it's worse that the offense. The team looks lost right now. There's no identity. And that's the scariest part about all of this, is that there's no identity for what the expectations were for this team, for us predicting this team to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And there's no identity. It's lost. The pacing, that's going to work itself out. The guys are going to get it built back up. Everybody's going to get used to playing each other, kind of get in rhythm. That's going to come in time throughout the season, but the identity's lost, and that's the scariest thing to me right now. We know the shots aren't going to fall. We already know that. That's just what's going to happen. I'm Jovi. Make my night worse. Yeah. Yeah, that's not what we're gonna do. Janine says Darth Maddie, you guys. I still try to do my best to stay positive as much as I can. For those of you guys who know me, I am a very overreactive person and a very negative person to certain times, but I try my best to go ahead and stay positive. Like I said, we go to Detroit next game. The Magic really needed to win this game. The Magic really needed to win the game against the Bulls, and the Magic really should have won the game against the Hawks because all of those teams were missing some of their starters. While, yes, Jalen may have missed the Bulls game, however, we were in all of those games. You have to win those games, especially if we predicted this team to be a 50-win team. Those are the games you need to pull together and win, the close ones. And that's what makes teams go deep in the playoffs, when they can pull out the wins. Joe, the stars are shining in the league except in Orlando. Paulo is not a superstar. Look, Paulo's an animal, man. He's off to a rough start. I think the pacing is really affecting his game. He's not getting into his shots where he gets his buckets from. We know he has those spots on the floor. You got to give it time. Everybody's adjusting. He had a nice performance tonight. Some of the shots are not falling, but what we like to see is Paulo attack the rim and not just settle for these turnaround, fadeaway, contested jumpers. My only thing that I don't like to see is not being able to take it on 97-year-old Eric Gordon. When you got the little man on you, Paulo, go to the rim, attack, destroy him, man. You got the size, beat him. John Denver, fan base cried for change. You got change. Thanks, fans. Don't put this on us, man. We needed change. But unfortunately, it looks like the change hasn't changed anything. It's honestly worse because we cashed in our chips. I will respond to this. Wendell is no good. Wendell was looking amazing in the preseason. It got all of our hopes up, and everybody was talking about how Wendell was going to be this guy, the X factor for the season. Unfortunately, he has not looked that way starting off the season. Hopefully he can turn it around because Wendell was big. I did not like what I saw tonight at all. Adem Bona should not have been doing what he was doing there. But can't blame coaching for real, Turt. You can, though. This is year, what, 5 of Mo's? And I'm sure we're going to run into a comment that says something a little bit later, and we'll address that once we run into it. But yeah, you got to see a little bit different things from Mo's going into year 5, especially with what players he has now on the team. And we're just not getting that. AJ, my guy, all I want for Christmas are magic free throws and average center. I will gladly take those free throws, man. If we can hit our free throws, we're in all of these games, man. And that's the thing, they're gimmies, especially the way these guys get to the line and draw fouls. That's what we do. We've been very good at that. I don't know if some of you guys were around through the era when we were never able to get to the line, the Victor Oladipo era, the early Vooch days. This is a blessing to see how much we can get to the line and get these foul calls. We just got to capitalize on them because it's not happening at all. Nelmar, Magic men believe the press clippings and they think they can just show up and win. You know what? I think there is a little bit of that attitude that the Magic just kind of expected themselves to go out and win. And it's not happening. You're going to have to fight for these wins. And we saw it there in the fourth quarter. The Magic came back and they fought a little bit. And it made me a little bit like, okay, these guys, they have it in them still. And then the game just ended on a Tyrese Maxey just smoke sesh, man. This dude was hitting every single shot known to man. Tyler Morrison, Maddie, hit the panic button. Don't hold back. This is absolutely horrible. I got the Palo jersey up and I can't even look at it. Take it down, man. Take it down. I got a whole closet to the left of me full of Palo jerseys. I am never fading my Palo praise. I am a ride or die Palo fan, and I have not liked what I've seen to start this season. But things will turn around. They will get at least a little bit better. To me, this is the lowest point of the season, barring any type of major injury. If we start off slow, fine, that's okay. A 16 win game, a 16 game win I can't even talk, guys. If we win 16 games in a row, there we go. Then the season's turned around. It happened last year with Cleveland, man. So it's all it takes is a couple of wins, and then the confidence is building. A couple shots to go down, the confidence is building. Adam says, did they build the Kia Center on top of an ancient cemetery? Cursed. I don't know, man. There is a lot of grave sites in Florida from the native people. So I don't know, man. But what they haven't started building is the court thing outside of the Kia Center. Saw a picture the other day of the parking lot, and I have not seen ground broken on, what is it, West Court? Are they ever? I want that to come, man, because then I know the All-Star game will be here in Orlando. But well, that's on another conversation. We'll discuss that later. Dominic Henry with the super chat says, what do these millionaires do during off season? Dang sure not shoot. Can Paulo play with his back toward the basket with guards on him? Yeah, I don't want to see you not be able to take it on Eric Gordon, man. Eric Gordon, I saw the other day in the nursing home I visit my grandmother at, and he was getting shots up. You should be able to get around Eric Gordon and body him, man. Come on. I want to see that. Paulo just attack. And he did. Paulo was attacking tonight a lot more than he has been. The body language has not been promising from him lately. So what did he do tonight? He put his head down, he attacked the basket, and he's still able to draw those fouls. Now, what I've noticed is that when Paulo goes to the line and he takes a little bit longer on his free throw release, he tends to make more. So if he can continue to do that, it's promising. Daniel, do you think we'll still make the playoffs? I'm already itching to buy my play-in tickets, you guys. Play-in tickets go on sale later on in the year. It's going to be an exciting time here in Orlando, Florida for the play-in. Excited for that. Yes, I think this team still makes the playoffs. I still see this team maybe not so much a top 3 seed anymore. We may end up 4, 5, 6 in that range again, but there's just too much garbage in the East right now. And there's a lot of teams that are garbage and are just playing hard and they're outplaying us and they're winning games. Like the other night, the Bulls, for example, they're not better than us. They just played harder than us. The Hawks, I don't think the Hawks are better than us. They just played better than us. They played harder than us. The thing is when the shots aren't falling, the confidence goes down, the guys get disgruntled, the body language is off, and they give up. We can't have that if we want to go deep in the playoffs. Got another super chat come in from Tyler. Tyler says, we are missing that spark plug, Cole Anthony. Good to see what Cole is doing in Milwaukee. I do think Cole needed a change of scenery. I think that was good for him to kind of spark his interest back up in the game because he was not providing that last year. He did have a couple games here and there where he did come in and be a spark plug. But to that point, we need somebody to be a spark plug, man. And I want to say something, and I forgot to give this in my little tangent when we started this. What was the rotations tonight? Noah Pinda, and I'm a Noah Pinda supporter, but there is absolutely no reason why he needs to be coming into the game as the first substitute. Paulo was out there running with Noah Pinda. He was out there with AB. He was out there with Goga. What is that? It makes no sense. Are we trying new stuff? Why are we trying new stuff? Why was Jace not on the court tonight? TS, I'm not even going to waste my time talking about that at the moment. We know what TS is bringing to us at the start of this year. Not a single shot. I'm not going to go on a tangent there. Tyler says, Jovi says, if we hit our free throws, we win all of these. 100%. If we hit our free throws, we win all of these. We'll look at the box score in a little bit. I didn't see what as far as we were shooting. I know that there was some point that I think it was the second or third quarter where we have missed 10 free throws. You can't have that, especially you are getting to the line like that. Gio, my guy with the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for stopping by, Gio. All the fresh vintage clothes there. AJ also likes to talk about the free throws. And again, I agree. 12 missed. Okay, so and we ended up with 12 missed free throws. So we kind of put it on there in the second half, in the third and fourth. So we only ended with 12. That's not as bad as I thought, because we were at 10. Okay. All right. We're getting there. So the Magic picked it up throughout the game, which is a promising sign. I will say it's nice to have Jalen back. However, Jalen was losing the ball a lot tonight. There was about 4 plays where I saw that ball go about 15, 20 feet in the air when he was trying to make a move. Can't have that. A lot of turnovers still happening. The pace is going to do that. But we got to limit the turnovers, you guys. We just got to do it. It's Maddie, Tyler says, Maddie, 10, 27, 20, 25. This is the lowest point of the season. I hope I'm right. Because if it gets a lot lower, I just put on the worst jinx ever, guys. And I apologize in advance, but it can't get any lower than this. Because I had high expectations. We all did. I'm trying to scroll through the chat here. We got another super chat from Gio. I only bought this super chat just to say how happy I am to see you on here. Love, man. Love. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And for all of you that are new here, this is something that we do after every Orlando Magic win, after far in between every Magic loss. We are going to be here and we are going to chop it up about the Magic and how our play was the night of. So thank you guys. This is something we simulcast on X and also YouTube. So if you guys want to get active, get in the chat, get some chats read, talk about the game, YouTube is the place to do that. So we appreciate you, all of you guys, being here and taking the time to talk about what we all love and also what we all hate with the Orlando Magic. Sonic the Carlos, 6-man crew turning into a bunch of Debbie Downers. Man, call me little Debbie Cakes. I've been a Debbie Downer since I was born, man. That's just the way I've been. No, I'm not there to say this season's a wrap, but it's not promising, man. And yes, the season's early. There's a lot of season left to go. We can still end up winning, what is it? I can't math, but is that 78 wins? We can still win 78 games. But we're good, guys. We're good. Spirit Wolf, is there anything to the fire the coach thing? Oh, I knew you were egging me on for that one. I am ready to have this conversation to a degree. I haven't liked what I've seen from Mose this year personally. I understand there's a new offensive coach running things. There's a new system. It's still all getting worked out. But this is year 5 of Coach Mose. At some point, we see a time when the players' coach's time ends, because nothing has changed. I haven't seen things yet that have made me be like, oh, I like that. I'm still seeing timeouts not being called when they need to be called. I'm still seeing very weird rotations and lineups being played. I still see times when Paulo, when Franz, when Desmond are not being staggered. So there's a lot of things that I question. Now, you can't just up and get rid of your coach this early on to the season. I think, if anything, Mose would be owed the whole season to go in. If the season ends badly, that's when you do something like that. However, He has all the opportunity in the world to prove me wrong and to prove all of us wrong that it's going to work out and it's going to be fine. I could buy. Did I say that right? Why ain't you analyzing Wendell foolery? Is it some type of brotherhood? Why he playing over Bataze? My brother, unfortunately, pick your poison right there. Wendell just got obliterated in the post by, again, a Boda, a 41 number overall pick. And Andre Drummond got outworked by him on the offensive glass, on the defensive glass. It wasn't pretty tonight from Wendell, and we need him to step it up. Goga came in and did absolutely nothing. I do not like what I see from Goga to start this year. I don't like a single thing from him. He's just out there. He's standing around at the moment. He's not bringing those blocks. I saw about 4 of the blocks that he usually has ended up being goaltends. He's just a step late on those. I'm not like what I'm seeing. Something needs to change with the bigs. I think there is a big issue there. Is Wendell an actual 5? Is he playing out of position? We don't have a point guard, an actual true point guard. So there's a lot of things, a lot of kinks that have to be worked out still. This is something I do want to mention though. JI getting paid $15 million a year to not play a single minute. I'm speechless. Did JI punch Coach Mose in the face or something? What is going on here? We saw the last game of preseason where JI looked like normal JI doing JI things. And then it has not been a great start to the year. He played 9 seconds the other night. He didn't play at all tonight. I don't understand what's happening there, but I agree. JI needs to be getting some run. The shot may still not be falling, but at least he can go out there. He can still grab boards. He's one of our best offensive rebounders. And man, if the shots do start falling for JI, he's back, man. We know he can be that spark plug off the bench. And I hate to say this, but are we really missing Mo Wagner that much? Are we going to start Mo when he comes back? We're missing him. He's that big of a spark plug. We saw how this team plays without Jalen, and now without Mo too. Like, is that the missing piece? Are we missing them that much? These guys should be able to go out there when they have their whole starting unit healthy, playing the game, and win these games against teams who don't have their starters playing. Arguably their best players. Embiid was out tonight, and Pandemic P was out tonight. Your baby daddy follows me on his burner account. Man, that's a great name. I like that. Why do we start our offense so far from the basket, especially the plays where Paulo is the primary player? P5 is 6'10". Let him work in the post. Agreed. I think it's all this pacing and new scheme stuff. I'm seeing a lot of Desmond Bane drive to the lane and kick out to Paulo and Franz. I think it should be the opposite happening. Give some dribble handoff action. Get Paulo driving to the basket and kicking out. Get Franz driving to the basket. We know his ability is great when he comes to the rim and finishes all the time, right? Get them driving to the basket. Have Desmond Bane on the three-point line, because even though he's not hitting the shots, we know Desmond is one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Have him on the three-point line. That does not make sense to me either. All right, guys, we're going to take a second. We're going to move over to the box score real quick so we can kind of go over whatever you want to call this mess. So you guys see this perfectly fine. Good. Okay. So tonight, Franz ended with 22 points. He played 36 minutes. You wanted to see a little bit more from him. I felt like he was kind of non-existent out there for a large portions of the game. He just kind of went quiet. Paulo, you can call it a good game with 32 points. You still want to see more. You still don't want to see the negative 15. And I think Paulo was kind of getting cooked on the defensive end tonight. Wendell, of course, again, -9. Look at these negative numbers. -12, -15, -19, -14. There were 3 players in positive plus minus. Tyus, what? Tristan was out there with a +9, and Goga was out there with a +7. AB did not have a great game. I did see a little bit more aggression from him when he did drive to the rim tonight. Unfortunately, he was turning the ball over way too much, and the Magic just continue to do that. Turn the ball over, throw balls out of bounds when they're trying to kick out to players on the 3, drive to the basket, lose the ball. Jalen Suggs had a couple of those as well. Again, he just was making a move and threw the ball 15 feet up in the air. So the turnovers, we just have to stop, you guys. Desmond with a good game. I will say Desmond did have a good game. He was driving, he was finishing at the rim, which is good. You want to see that. Hopefully that gets his momentum built up so where he can hit some more threes. He did have two tonight. Was it two? Which you do like to see that, but 2 of 7, you need 28.6%. You got to be in the 40s, man. That's what we brought you in here for. But that's a good sign. Hopefully, things kind of turn around for him in his season. Noah Penda logged 6 minutes. All 6 minutes, I feel like, came as the first substitute off the bench. Again, big Noah Penda supporter here. I just don't see why you would have Noah there as the first sub. Jace, 56 seconds played. That's unacceptable. Jace needs to be out there. Jace needs to be getting personally all of Tyus's minutes right now. Need to be going to Jace. I've seen way more from Jace as a rookie than we have from Tyus because Tyus does not have it going right now. Yeah, so Magic ended up. Let's go look at the Sixers. Kelly Oubre was cooking us tonight. Edgecombe. I'm a big fan of VJ Edgecombe. I wanted to see him play during the preseason against us, and man, was I not let down. That kid is phenomenal. Somehow, some way, Philly keeps drafting these guys that just go out there and get buckets. As you guys know, Maxey, Philly's best player, dropped a 43 bomb on us. Can't wait to see the articles about that. Andre Drummond only had 6 rebounds. It felt like he had 45. He looked like prime Wilt Chamberlain out there. So yeah, that's the box score. We'll go take a look around the league real quick. I was looking earlier and I saw that the Hawks were playing the Bulls. The battle of who beats the Orlando Magic the best. That's a close game here with about 2 minutes left. 118-123. Rockets looking like they're going to get their first dub of the season. So that's something too, you guys. I don't know. I haven't checked Rockets Twitter in a while. Maybe if they're panicking or not. They've been selected as one of the top teams in the West, kind of slotted to go to the finals. They're starting off 0-2 as well. New player for them, new system, very similar to us. Early on in the season, if we still see this type of stuff happening 10 games in, that's when that panic button gets slammed for me. I've hit it today, but it gets mashed after about 10 games. Boston looking like they may end up getting their first dub as well. Man, the mighty have fallen. 0-3. Jason Tatumless Boston Celtics. And then Wemby's, of course, cooking in San Antonio. So nice little around the league there. Man, you just see these guys and just know they're able to hit threes. It must be very nice. Must be very nice to know that. Let's go back to a little bit to the chat, you guys. I want to hear a little bit more from you, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here so I can go in my bedroom and cry just over the underwhelming start to the Magic season that we've been having. Okay. I missed a lot here. Let me go up. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to say... Okay. I almost said Flim Space. The Film Space says, why did they take Jace over Liam McNeely? Why? I don't know, man. Jace is great. I love Jace. Jace just needs to be playing is what I'm saying. That's all I want to see. Is Liam McNeely doing something? Is he doing something right now? I don't even know what team he plays for. Maddie! Fellow Maddie! Spells it with an I. My guy. How much does Weltman have to do with this? LOL. He just built the team. But I don't think he's to blame because I commended him for the first time in a long time for the offseason that he put together. It was a good offseason. It was an exciting offseason. He did put in his chips. Unfortunately, it's just not working out right now. But yeah, it's time. Time's going to tell. It's a long year. It's only October still, you guys. We got a big month of November. We've seen how the Magic play in November. They tend to kind of get hot there. So we'll see. We're on a road trip right now, though. So hopefully we can put some wins here. Got Detroit Pistons up next. I'll end with this one, you guys, and then we can get out of here. Tyler Morrison, 420, and Jeff we trust. We're still trusting, man. We're still trusting. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead. I do want to say one thing before we head out of here tonight, you guys, is that I'm just sending thoughts and prayers to all the people in Jamaica and down in the Caribbean as they're about to get pelted with one of the worst hurricanes we've seen in recent history. So thoughts and prayers go out to everybody out there. If you guys have family out there, again, all my thoughts and prayers are with you guys, hoping that nothing crazy happens down there and everybody stays safe. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to end the post game live. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, hanging out, talking Magic. Hey, on to the next one. We play Detroit Pistons on Wednesday. That should be a fun one. I think the Magic tend to have a little bit of a swagger when they play Detroit. It's kind of like a young up and coming team battle. And we've seen the fights that these two teams have had together. So, yeah, hopefully we can get a dub and hopefully we can start a little win streak there. But thank you guys for everything, for stopping by. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful night. We are not playing the song tonight. That's why I spam it when I get the opportunity to. So, because I know I may not get the opportunity to again. All right, guys, I'm out of here. You have yourselves a lovely night. See ya.